Hi everyone, Football News is back with another episode. There is no time to waste, so we better start right away. But don't forget to leave a like for this episode. Let's get the show on the pitch. UEFA has voted Federico Valverde's superb volley against Manchester City as the best goal of this week's Champions League. Manchester City will be willing to pay West Ham United £85 million for Lucas Paquetá, but only if the English Football Association's investigation over potential breaches of betting rules by the midfielder gets dropped. Bayern Munich have extended the contract with their goalkeeper Alexander Nübel until the summer of 2029. He will remain in Stuttgart for the next season on loan. Eder Militao is ready. Remember, I also played Sami Khedira in the Champions League final, who was back from an injury with 0 minutes before. Militao feels very good. He can't play 90 minutes, but I think he can play a good part of the game and do it well, Carlo Ancelotti stated. Mikhail Faye is ready. Tomorrow could be his big day to debut. I see him ready to be part of our first squad. He's an interesting talent, and it could be his moment, yes, Xavi noted. Barcelona winger Rafinha has been recognized as the Champions League Player of the Week. He scored a brace against PSG. Bournemouth's Andoni Iraola has been selected as the Premier League's Manager of the Month for March, while Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz has been selected as the Player of the Month. Estevão Willian Messinho registered his first goal for Palmeiras at the age of 16 years, 11 months and 19 days. He did so in his debut match as a starter against Liverpool Montevideo in the Copa Libertadores. Everything points to the fact that Massimiliano Allegri will be sacked as Juventus head coach this summer. Barcelona are interested in 19-year-old winger Jose Melero, who currently represents Benfica's youth team. One of Girana's key performers, Viktor Tsigankov, has suffered a calf muscle injury. He will not be available against Atletico and risks missing from 6 to 8 weeks of action. Barcelona have launched a limited edition kit with the logo of singer Karol G, which they will wear in the upcoming El Clasico. West Ham United are looking to acquire Union Saint-Gilloise striker Mohamed Amora, who has scored 22 goals this season. Enzo Fernandez and Axel Disasi have joined Chelsea's infirmary. The severity of their injuries and recovery period is still unknown. Manchester City's leader Kevin De Bruyne got food poisoning from the food at the hotel where Manchester City stayed ahead of the game against Real Madrid, which is why he did not appear on the pitch. The club is investigating the incident. The English Premier League has picked Marcus Rashford's goal against Manchester City as the goal of the month for March. We scored 3 goals at the Bernabeu. He had 2 central defenders near him. Haaland is a young player. He has margins to improve, but it's more about the team than him to get better, Pep Guardiola noted. Can we win in Bergamo? Yes, if we play good. Can we win 3-0? I have no idea. Now we have to recover. We must feel really, but really bad. It's important. That was a bad performance. That's how it is, Jurgen Klopp said. Despite rumors, there are no ongoing talks between Aston Villa and Fenerbahce over left-back Ferdi Kadioglu. Barcelona expects to earn €120 million per year from the renovated Camp Nou. The Israeli Football Federation has signed an agreement with CONMEBOL and announced its desire to participate in the Copa America. Newcastle United and Manchester United have already opened talks with Adrien Rabiot, who could become a free agent in the summer. Richarlison will miss the game this week due to an injury. He's close, but with the next weekend off. The last 2 rounds are stacked with games, and having him ready for that is more important. Thanks, Ange Postecoglou. According to a report by the English Football Association, Chelsea spent £75 million on payments to agents and intermediaries this season. Manchester United's expectations of a transfer fee of around £30 million for Mason Greenwood appear to be unrealistic due to financial restrictions across Europe. Bayern Munich are considering Real Madrid goalkeeper Andre Lunin as a long-term replacement for Manuel Neuer. In the match against Cadiz, Xavi will resort to an extensive rotation. There may be up to 9 changes in the starting lineup. Inter Milan are keen on signing Manchester United right-back Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Tottenham are hoping to secure the transfer of Chelsea central midfielder Conor Gallagher in the summer. Bayer Leverkusen and 2 Premier League clubs are interested in recruiting former Barcelona striker Trincao, who is currently playing for Sporting. Lazio legend Luis Alberto has announced that he will leave the club in the summer. Well, let's move on to the main news of the release. La Liga president Javier Tebas has once again disclosed the extent to which he evaluates the probability of Kylian Mbappe's potential move to Real Madrid. However, he does not believe in Erling Haaland's imminent transfer to the Spanish league. "I would like to see the best players in our competitions. I estimate the probability that Mbappe will play next season in Real Madrid is 99.99%. It's more complicated with Haaland. He hasn't played at Manchester City long enough to decide to leave the team." Bayern Munich and Liverpool were previously competing for Bayer Leverkusen head coach Xabi Alonso, but the manager eventually preferred to stay with Leverkusen. However, he's not the only Spaniard from Bayer in whom these two clubs are showing interest. Bayern Munich and Liverpool are exploring the possibility of acquiring the Bundesliga leader's first-choice left-back Alejandro Grimaldo. However, it's not yet known how much Bayer will request for the footballer who joined them as a free agent last summer. Bayern will be looking for a new left-back option this summer since Alphonso Davies is one step away from joining Real Madrid. The current Germany head coach Julian Nagelsmann stands out as the favorite to replace Thomas Tuchel. In case Bayern failed to reach an agreement with the former, there are also Roberto Zerbi and Ralf Rangnick as alternatives. We would like to remind you that last spring, Bayern unexpectedly sacked Nagelsmann despite their confident advancement to the Champions League quarterfinals and the battle for the Bundesliga title. Nevertheless, the managers responsible for taking this decision are no longer working at the club. Thus, the German press believes that the new ones will be able to convince Nagelsmann to return. Nagelsmann's contract with the German Football Association is valid until the end of the 2024 World Cup. Manchester City are the front-runners to secure the services of one of the biggest talents in the world football, Jamal Musiala. The English champions see him as a replacement for Kevin De Bruyne once the Belgian leaves the club. At this moment, Man City are winning the race to sign Musiala over Liverpool and PSG. Bayern can let Musiala go as his agreement with the club expires in the summer of 2026, and the player is in no hurry to renew it. Bayern are also not very happy with Musiala's performance this season. Die Roten believe that Jamal lacks leadership skills. Barcelona head coach Xavi has once again stated his intention to leave the club at the end of the season. "My decision to leave the club at the end of the season will not change. The decision I made is the right one. It has given a peaceful mind to the club, the players, even the press, but also for me and for the environment. But I'm not changing my mind." Meanwhile, Mundo Deportivo reports that Joan Laporta is still hoping to keep Xavi, but in order to stay, the coach wants to have guarantees of squad strengthening in the upcoming summer. This includes the central midfield area, where Xavi would like to see Joshua Kimmich or Martin Zubimendi. Guys, that's it for today. Check out the suggested videos from our other projects. The Football News channel was with you. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.